Greetings! I am a professional jazz musician, and I've been playing jazz now for over 30 years, and jam sessions still terrify me. I want to do a series on jam sessions, talk about them from various aspects, and today we're going to be talking about if you are a piano player going to a jam session, what you should know, and how you can survive it and maybe even have some fun. Jam sessions can be great, and they can also be the worst situation a jazz musician can ever enter. So the first rule for a jam session as a piano player is you need to know the deal. Here's what's going on. You are going to go in as part of the rhythm section, and that means you'll be utilized. It probably won't be your opportunity to shine by yourself. And that means that you have a double job to do. One is you have to present yourself well, and two is you have to be ready to back up other people and present them well. Now, there's several kinds of jam sessions. There's jam sessions in which anyone is allowed to play, and they keep track of it, so you may be playing behind a rank beginner, or you may be playing behind somebody that's a professional who tours and is just scary and crazy good. That's one kind of jam session. Another jam session is generally maybe a karaoke situation where it's really for the customers. It's an entertainment thing, and a lot of people may come out to sing their favorite songs, and you're there to help. Or it may be an actual jam session where you get to really dig in and have fun and listen to people and play. Those are kind of rare. It's usually the first two. So know what kind of jam session it is and what the vibe is. Know whether it's managed well, whether the person who runs the session is considerate and really tries to make sure everybody gets their turn, or whether they just like to have their friends up, because it's all different kind of situations. Just know what you're getting into. You can survive them all. Whatever jam session you go to, come being sure you're good enough for the session. If it's a beginner session, if they have lots of beginners, you're fine just going in there and doing the best you can. Everybody will be expecting that. But if it's a session where a lot of very good players tend to play a lot, and you're a beginner, you can damage your reputation by going in there and not doing so well. People will mark you for the beginner you are, and you may not play again with other people for quite a while. So you want to be careful. Whatever session you're going into, pick a few songs that you know you can do. Now the odds are, unfortunately, that if you're a piano player, you're going to have to play whatever the person playing with you wants to play. They'll put you up there with a singer, and she wants to sing Misty, so you'd better know Misty, and hopefully you can do it in the singer's key. That's a whole nother episode. But you may also be playing behind a sax player or a trumpet player or a guitar player, and if you're lucky, they'll ask you what you want to play, or you can at least have a conversation. So you should have 2 or 3 songs that you know you can play well. Be prepared to call one of those. That way, you're maximizing your chance to sound good. Now, you may not get to. If they call one you don't know, you'd best say that you don't know it, or if you're a good reader, ask for a chart, but don't be a hero. One time, when I was still learning, I agreed to play a tune called Stablemates by Benny Golson, which is ridiculously hard, and I ended up embarrassing myself through the whole tune as the trumpet player tried to call out these horrible changes to me while I was playing. I'll never forget that experience. Any jam session I've ever gone to where I did not know a tune that was called, I went home and I learned that tune, and that's a good way to get tunes. But you know a few, and be sure bring in 3 or 4, because let's say you go in there with Autumn Leaves, and then they play Autumn Leaves before they bring you up. You can't call Autumn Leaves again. So have a few tunes ready. The last thing I want to tell you about a jam session as a piano player is you need to be outgoing, but also attentive. Don't be a jerk. You don't want to be in people's faces like this, and I need to play now, please. But you also don't want to hide in the back of the room waiting for them to call you. I have done both. Neither of them works really well. What you want to do is sit somewhere near the front where they can see you. Make sure the person running the session knows you are a piano player and that you want to play, and be listening out. Even though I've been playing my whole life, the last jam session I went to, I was there for 4 hours and I played for 10 minutes because that's how it works. Lots of people are wanting to play. I was brought up to play 10 minutes. I knew what I wanted to play. I had a great time, and I enjoyed listening to the music for the rest of the session. This is what you can expect at a jam session. Now, it may be that they don't have a good piano player, or that the good piano player that's up there would be happy to just have a couple of beers, and then you may be able to play for an hour. But if that's your situation, be sure you're a good reader, or that you know lots of tunes, preferably in different keys. Have fun at a jam session. Just pay attention to what's going on. Go in there prepared, know what you're getting into, and you should have a good time. We're going to be doing other jam session videos, so check those out as well. I'm Adam, the Learning Coach, and if you have comments or questions, put them in the comments below.